Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here this after Super Bowl stream. 71,000 for Bitcoin as it pumps. Let's go. Wait, is that true? Wait, hold on. It's like, wait. 71K? Yeah, 71,000 Bitcoin. $71,000 BTC, baby. And that's what we're talking about. Let's take a look at what's happening here in the charts. Let's break it down. What a lackluster Super Bowl. If you're from Seattle, God bless you. I'm happy you guys won. For the Patriots, man, what a horrible Super Bowl. No offense, but Drake May just dropped his cojones over here. He had nothing going, right? It was kind of, again, I know it's all bread and circus, right? It's all a charade. But still, dang, man, it was such a lackluster Super Bowl. Like, they couldn't do the Patriots couldn't do anything. Yeah, the Patriots lost horribly. They couldn't do anything. They just collapsed. Honestly, they couldn't score a point for 3 quarters. It was so sad. And it's called the Superb Owl. You know what I mean? Anyway, looking at this as a tighter, Bitcoin's getting tighter and tighter inside of this triangle, as we said, and it looks like it's still on the verge of a massive breakout. These are 50-50. They could dump. We know there's going to be a CME gap too as well. We're going to break all that down, talk about it, show you what's happening. Look at Bookmap. Bookmap suggests that we do go higher. Look at all that liquidity all the way back up there to $74,000, $75,000. I'm looking to get to 85. This target up here is about 80, what is it, 81,000? And if you could pump back up to 82,500. So, but yeah, this is just the first, and then can we get all the way back up there at about 84,800, 85,000 right here? Then you could gap right back up to 89, 90K, but we're not going to get that crazy. And remember, I did call this reversal on the 4-hour for you, or, didn't call, but gave you a beautiful way to trade it. Showed you how you could have entered right here with a stop below. You're still in the money on this trade. And how I've kind of walked you guys through these flags. And, if you've been watching for a while, price action was kind of iffy in December, January, but now you can kind of start to see semi-sauce. You can understand what I'm doing. You can be like, okay, this is what this guy's talking about. This is what's happening. And this looks good to me. Everything is ready to go for the move. Like, nothing has changed. We've stuck on this the whole time. I told you we were going to come up, make the head and shoulder, come to the downside. I called this head and shoulder and the move down. As simple as it was. We got in here with the pump. I sold right there on the stream. I got back in, and now we're going to see if this trade could prevail into Monday. It is tough going into Monday, but it is what it is. Now it could easily stop hunt. They might just come down and stop hunt. It's, and just grab this area and swipe it right. I could see it happen. You never know. So be careful. Pay attention. One step, one day, one candle at a time, folks. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here with the Crypto Lifer on this Sunday night. And let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. That was pretty weak, but, everyone's kind of asleep here. I don't want to be too rude. But, yeah. And I love when I kind of have this all planned out and it goes exactly to plan so far, right? I don't know how many people couldn't see the sauce that I could see, but I got this thing aimed up perfectly. It's inside of us, a beautiful ascending triangle, cup and handle kind of there. There's your cup, there's the handle. And this thing's getting ready for a possible move here to the upside, slanted, inverted head and shoulder. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Shout out to Crypto Weirdo. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Watching sports like playing video games. Wasted time is energy and money. Try to throw a wet blanket on the sports aficionados. No, it's okay, man. I watch sports because I do the charts all the time. And I'm in them all day long, 14, 12, 13 hours. And sometimes just to sit down and watch. For me, football, it's the announcer's voice, honestly. It's the calmness of the announcer, play by play. And it just calms me down. It's like something I like to do to kind of keep me going. Keep me calm. I just like it. I don't need sport. It kind of sounds corny, right? You need sports to keep you... No. But it just, Sunday afternoon, it's something nice to do in the fall. It's over now. You know what I mean? It's over now. I turned it off right as the second quarter ended. I turned it off. I took a nap or just chilled. Me and my daughter talked a little bit, and then I turned it right the second I turned it on. I must have timed it perfectly. They kicked it off, and I saw not even the beginning nor the end. I knew nothing about the halftime show. I didn't partake in it. I didn't look at it. I didn't watch it. So I don't know. I have no clue what's going on there on the halftime show. Nothing. I have no idea over here what they're doing. So anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at this weekly candle and see what happened today on the weekly candle. And how the second week, week already started. I would have liked a bigger wick. So I would have liked a bigger dip tonight. because I would have liked a better wick than this. It's still pretty sketchy, right? You sound different than usual. Interesting. No, I'm just, did the Utah Jazz win the Super Bowl? I know, right? So let's take a look. We opened at 76,968 and 22 cents. The high was 79,360 even. Wow, 79,360. The low was 60,000 even. And the candle would close at 70,330, down $6,637 on the week. So we would open at 76K. We would close at 70,000, but we would go to a low of $60,000. What a weekly candle, huh? What a weekly candle. I mean, it packed a lot. It packed a punch, if you know. Now, one could say, okay, well, is this a tweezer bottom? There's a chance you could enter along right here with a stop below this wick or even below that wick and channel your way all the way back up here to 86, 87,000, and you'd be on. There's a chance. You're buying the value area low. We bounced off pretty close to the 200 on the weekly. So you're telling me there's a chance? There is a chance. Let's continue with our top-down analysis as we do every single day. That's what I do. So previous support is resistance right here, and you have to say that looks like it could hold. If it doesn't, the next area to look at is 63,000 and this is for the monthly candle to close below. And if we close below there, then you could say we could go to 47,000. So this is still on the table, these two areas. Okay, if we can't get a substantial bounce, right? He's a Pats fan and they lost. That's why he sounds. Yeah, exactly. It was. I'm down and out. You know what I mean? Come on, man. That was like the worst showing in a Super. That was like number one. It wasn't even fun to watch. You knew we were going to lose from the second the game started, and then we still had a chance. Like our defense was amazing. Our defense kept us in the game, but how long are you going to do it? We need to score some points. It was horrendous, man. Anyway. So, I'm looking for possibly a bounce back to the top of the channel, even if we're bearish, though. Even if we're bearish. What's our worst case scenario? I keep showing everyone it's the 786 fib retracement, which would take you somewhere down to $39,000, $38,000 Bitcoin. A bounce here off of the golden pocket, maybe somewhere at 55. But it suggests that we may not be done yet, right? And then even if you took this head and shoulder pattern, which to me is a head and shoulder, and you kind of take the neckline to the head and suggest where we could be going. I mean, that does suggest we could go down somewhere into the low 40s. So it's not over yet, folks. It's not over yet. Yeah, watch it for 26 years. That was dreadful. Horrible. Look, one of the most boring, the only other Super Bowl similar was when we beat the Rams 13-10 or something. Remember 13-3? Like, it was like that was a very, just back and forth chess game of a Super Bowl. We won it, though, Yeah. Yeah, Seattle did look amazing. But Drake May just couldn't, out of nowhere, he could start throwing the ball and running. What the heck? Anyway, so you're looking for a bounce here on the weekly. You kind of have to get one. If not, and we could be doing, I wouldn't be surprised if we just make another bear flag here. It takes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might take 6 weeks, and then we continue to dump. So worst case scenario, it takes us 6 weeks to go sideways. And then we dump to $45,000. We hit it somewhere, by June or July. Okay, so here's our worst case scenario that we round out. We make this giant, and we round out and we have a real bear market here into the halving like Bitcoin does every single 4 years. Okay, it was a great game. No, for sure. If I was a Seattle fan, you guys were winning the whole time. Never really had to stress. An easy bet there on Poly Market too for anyone, if people took it. I didn't, but hey, simple, right? They were supposed to win. You bet who's supposed to win, you make a little bit, so. Oh, the Pats Giant. Don't get me started. Yeah, now you got to get me really going. So anyway, we got to get a close on the weekly. I'll show you what I see on the bigger time frame. It looks like the weekly just needs to come back to the 21-day moving average. This would be our best case scenario. So that's the worst case. Our best case scenario is we turn this into an inverted head and shoulder and we break out. And we have this nice run. See, I keep seeing that March, basically, May, June, and July, that we get this pump. Because then that's when we get a new Fed chair. Things start to change, right? And we want to look at a couple things. We want to look at the CME watch tool today, right? And we want to see kind of how that's looking. That was changing for us. And I was telling you how that was adding some bullishness to the air. So, wow, back at it is. So it's at 82 now. It keeps dropping 72%. we get this into 70, 75, even if it's just speculative throughout the week, it could give us just a couple more pumps here for Bitcoin and a drop in the dollar. So you want to pay attention to that segment, that sentiment there. And then let's take a look at Forex Factory and see what's happening for the week ahead. All right. Monday, February 9th, what's coming at us? M2 money supply, nothing USD. FOM members, Bostic speaks. Nothing crazy coming at us, though. All right, and let me just replicate this, make sure I'm not stuck on a weapon. Yeah, there we go. Monday, February 9th. Nothing coming our way. Tuesday, February 10th, we have core retail sales month over month and retail sales month over month. Employment cost index quarter over quarter, import prices month over month, business inventories. But that's red folder 8:30. That's gonna affect the markets right there. Red folder day Tuesday 8:30. Wednesday, average hourly earnings non-farm and the unemployment rate. So Wednesday and Tuesday are 8:30. We're gonna have massive volatility there. Just be careful. Know that the markets will move for you. And hey, there's an opportunity for us to make some good money both those days, Tuesday and Wednesday, with the volatility. And then unemployment comes Thursday. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, volatility at 8:30. Friday, we're off the hook there. Oh no, core CPI. Wow. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, volatility, folks. A lot coming our way. So pay attention. Pay attention. That's what we kind of have to get ready for. Solana looks like it's about to make a massive move. It's getting tight just like Bitcoin. Only at a time. So it looks like we're getting some type of explosive move tomorrow. Price action just way too tight for us to kind of not make a move. And usually it's to the upside when you've had a massive dump and you get this tight. But you never know. But Solana looks like the safe bet back to 104. Again, I could be wrong. But if I've ever seen a trade that looks like, a legit win there, the Solana looks very, very interesting. So anyway, nothing is guaranteed in trading. That's the thing. I am not a financial advisor. I don't think I say it should be taken as such, but whatever suits your fancy. If you see something, you get educated and, you understand the markets. That consolidation looks very interesting. So anyway, let's get rid of the fib. Worst case, best case scenario on the bigger time frames. The daily did close green today, thank gosh. And it closed almost engulfing, and the next candle looks like it could start this move through the gap. There's a nice gap, too. Looks like today could be a move all the way back up to $76,000, $77,000 BTC. If I remember correctly, I think there is still a gap, too, at 93,000 on the CME. But now there's got to be a gap below us, too, because we pumped on the weekend. So, sideways mostly, but we did get that move up, But this is what I'm looking for. You long here, stop loss below 66,000. As simple as it could be. And they might just stop hunt us and get us going. I don't know what's going to happen for sure. But, we've been watching this, waiting for this consolidation. I started drawing it here, and it's been tight all day. And I'm just looking for a move back to the upside. So I'm long for Bitcoin. Bookmap suggests that we could get a move to the upside. Everything kind of will follow suit. That Ghostware probably could pump too, which has been strong compared to most. So that's a small play on big money. And so I got a small speculative play on big money, which is Ghostware, which I'm in right now. Let's take a look at Seeker too. I believe I was up on my Seeker call since I jumped on in. Let's take a look. So Seeker came down to 18, back up to 25, tight now. I wanted to see it break out of this. It's now somewhat sideways. Let's take a look at Seeker. Again, if Bitcoin can do its thing, Seeker can kind of follow through. Like it's like basically doing Bitcoin's pattern, but just not as bullish. But similar idea here. And I'm looking for Seeker to break out when Bitcoin does. So, there's a lot, again, this is how I speculate. I look for Bitcoin to kind of get tight, and I know when a move is coming. And then I can't guarantee a move, but at least I know when a move is coming. And then that's when I can, you're not going to trade when a move's coming. When are you going to trade, right? If you're not going to surf when a wave comes, when are you going to surf? You got to surf when the wave comes. You don't have a choice. A lot of things I do, I don't have a choice. Once you map out price action, you understand what it's doing. You just do what you got to do. You don't do anything different. You just do what you got to do. Look for this to kind of break out. I like Seeker right now. It's on my radar. I own Seeker. I'm in it. I'm in this trade for 10,000. So, yes. Bitcoin, 71,300, getting the pump to the upside, BTC. And that's awesome to see here. Seeker and Bitcoin doing damage, baby. And there's Bitcoin, nice pump off the bottom. And that's what I'm looking for. And again, when we wake up tomorrow and show up, I wouldn't be surprised if, 9, 6, 5, 6 in the morning, we're just tight getting ready for the move. And the move happens somewhere when I'm live on stream, right? Between that 9 and 11 o'clock short squeeze that we usually get. So again, we could easily dolphin dip, turn this into a double bottom. They might take all the liquidity out. You never know. False move Monday could be upon us. That's why it's high risk on a Sunday night to trade. Okay, but it is what it is. Shout out to everyone here. Whoever's here, let me take a look here. But God bless all the people here. Wow, 550 viewers here late night. That's awesome. Impromptu late night when I changed up the time. We still got an awesome crowd. So pat yourselves on the back. Crypto lifers, man. We never stop. Most consistent group in the game because we got the most consistent mentor in the game, man. Leader, whatever you want to call. We keep it pushing every single day. So I told you what I see. If you've been with me all weekend, we mapped this out perfectly. We've been kind of talking about it. And I even saw how we were going to kind of go up and down here in this tightness. So far, the projection has been spot on. And this is my own little sauce, too. I don't follow anyone else. I don't have time, obviously. I hang out with my kids. My leg is beat up right now. And I got my operation on Thursday. I'm going to get through it. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. And we're going to continue to move. But God bless everybody. Thank you so much for being awesome and amazing on this beautiful day. So, yeah, this is what I see happening. And I don't think we need to kind of go too crazy on it. Let's take a look at the chat and see what people are saying in the chat. 3 p.m. in Australia, midnight shift, the lifers, no alcohol, just charts 8. I love it. Woke up at 4:30 from Italy. Be here with you. God bless you, man. So nice. The Bible regulates slavery. It's treated as a social norm. Nowhere is there. Oh, my God, this guy never stops. Have you heard of South Korea exchange news? BitThump. They accidentally sent out 2,000 BTC. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. And Bitcoin getting a move here tonight. $71,200. I like to see it. BTC back at 71K. Someone wants Bitcoin Cashish. Let's look at Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, I mean, that's also tight in the flag. It's doing the same thing. And again, I'm just saying the whole market looks like it might be getting a move here. I loaded up on Bitcoin. I told you guys this could be some of the last chances you ever get to buy more Bitcoin. And so it is what it is. I continuously grab more BTC and we do what we got to do. Follow me on X. I appreciate that. I'm always sharing different information, some fun stuff out there. Okay, you never know. Jump on in today. It'll blow your mind. Okay. Wow, so I've just been amazed at the weekend. I like what we're seeing. Things should start to move. I'm speculating on some alts. Anything can happen. And you know what? We take it one day, one step, one moment at a time. Right? Wow, people keep jumping on into the stream. 593 people. Get the likes up to the watchers. I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on in and being a part of the Crypto Lifer live stream. We appreciate that. And again, if you want to trade what we trade, I do have awesome, just hookups at all the exchanges. If you want to hook up Weeks, BTC, or MEXC, the top 3 exchanges in the game, in my humble opinion, when it comes to the user and breaking it down. Like right now, we got this trade on BTCC that we open up for Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. It's up, I don't know, $240. Nothing crazy, but we're seeing, again, just trading this ascending triangle, right? That's all. In there, stop loss below there, seeing if we can get back up to $85,000. That's it. Nothing crazy. You see what I mean? Nothing crazy. Yeah. Man, they should have put Tom Brady in. He would have lit it up. I just know he would have lit it up. Anything could happen, man. So we'll see. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the move to the upside, and I'm willing to go all the way for it, baby. So, hey. And then Seeker looks interesting to me, too. Seeker's still getting tight inside the zone. And that's what I look for. I look for setups that make sense. All right, I don't push it for no reason. I look for setups that make sense. Seeker looks amazing. Looks like it's getting tight. Looks like it's getting ready. Wow, how's it already 11 o'clock? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't even believe the Super Bowl. That was the weakest Super Bowl ever, man. Made me realize, like, why even pay attention to this stuff? I get with you. I'm with you guys on that. Please get your opinion on DigiByte and their over-collateralized, fully decentralized stablecoin DigiDollar. I don't really care. Yeah. They've been around for so long. They're so boring, man. I hope they do well. God bless DigiByte. Yeah. Every Abrahamic religion falls. Oh, my God. I love you, man. I'm going to move on. We're going to have to block you, man. I love you, bro, but I can't take it anymore. I can't. At least for 24 hours, I got to block you. I love you, bro, but like I just, you know what I mean? You just don't stop, bro. I appreciate it. I do in some way, shape, and form, but I'm done. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Like, we're crypto. We're not a strictly religious live stream, so I do mention God. It's great if you believe in God, believe in helping other people, believing in, at the end of the day, like, my belief in God is just centered on the fact, do you believe in other people's full of love? Do you want to spread love around the world? Do you care about others and want to be positive? Like, that's all that matters to me. I'm not trying to force, scripture and religion. That's great. I think it's awesome. But just be nice to other people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Isn't that it? Like, is there anything else? So... I mean, Drake May played like he didn't even know how to play football. Like, I don't know what that was. He didn't start playing until the fourth quarter. And then he showed he could actually play a little bit of football. Like, what the? Come on, man. So, yeah, I don't know what that was for a Super Bowl, but it was sad, man. Sparks DeFi is doing great things. That's interesting. Aster getting a decent bounce. People say that Aster is getting some movement. I never sold Aster because it's a use case. And it has, and to me, I'm like, just, a real use case. So look, it bounced from 47 all the way back to 64. There you go. And again, this is the same flag that you're going to see. Again, when I show you these flags, you're like, this is the same flag you're going to see around the board here. Around the horn, around the board, however you want to call it. But this is it. You go to the 1 hour and you're going to see that everything's on that 21. And you see my sauce is all about the 21 touching above the 200, looking for that move further to the upside. And so, Aster looks like it could get the call. So, like, you see what I do? I scan the market and then I tell you when the wave is coming. I show when the Bitcoin wave's coming, then I show you at least 10 to 20 coins that you can all probably ride the wave from. And I'm right 80% of the time. When I'm wrong, fine. All the coins go wrong. Bitcoin doesn't go right. It can become a complete massacre. I get it. But that's how you have to play this market. You got to set up every time. It's like setting it up every time when you think there's going to be a big wave. Getting ready for the move. You may not get it, but you got to get ready for it. And then when the wave comes, it either washes over and you nail it or you don't, right? And that's kind of is what it is, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Aster also looks good to me. I think you're spot on there. And then Bookmap suggested that we could get a move further to the upside here. And again, this is like a member stream, right? Most people are probably in the trading group. Anyone here not in the trading group on the live stream? I just want to see how many people may not actually be in the group just yet. But anyone here not in the trading group on the live right now? Banker Coin, Reliable J. You the man, Sam. Thank you. I still don't understand why use cases need coins. You're funny. I'm not. I've been over the past years. Cool, man. I'm not in the group. Okay. Me. I was in the group. Not yet. No. Oh, wow. Wow. So we have a lot of people that just, okay. Oh, wow. So we have a lot of people here that aren't. That's amazing. Okay. Go to CryptoLiveRound.com to jump on in. You're going to miss things on the weekend. You're going to miss calls. You're going to miss when I get in and get out. You're just going to miss like real important entries and exits at certain times. But hey, I also like being here for free every day, so it is what it is. I love both dynamics of the business. I'm at work at Amazon, on order picker. I've been in the group. That's so cool. Calculated risk, positioning, timing, and patience. Amen. Been watching for a year or so, learned a lot. Cool. Okay, OG fan. I left work on my discipline. I love that. You're blessed with me with a membership. God bless you. Cool, man. Skipped the Super Bowl this year. I kind of didn't really know who was playing. Yeah, it was so poor. It was so pointless, man. I always watched the Super Bowl since I was like 3 years old. I don't think I've ever missed. But I'm as American as apple pie, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Plan to join soon for sure. Hey, no, just whatever. I just like to see who's going on. I like to see the dynamic here on the stream. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Humanity Protocol getting layer 0. We're seeing, look, 34%. We're seeing some coins actually getting some movement here. World Liberty Financial, ASTER back at 63, Caspa holding. Hyperliquid still at 33. Has been tight. And Hyperliquid's another one that's been holding its gains compared, you know. It got that pump from 20 to 30 cents there, and it just kept it it kept it. And so I've been watching it like this, saying, hey, can it just stay inside of this tighter channel and get the bigger move, right? So we're watching Hyperliquid to see as it gets tighter inside of this flag. It could even kind of get it real tight now. In my mind, that thing's getting ready. Could be a perfect entry right now, 21 above the 200 there on the 22-hour time frame for the move to the upside. Definitely watching Hyperliquid closely. I believe I keep that stop loss below the point of control, and that's a 3.63 to risk-reward ratio. Hey, if anything goes, I mean, it's got a strong narrative. It's moving. The price action's been great. It didn't give back its gains from a week or two ago. And if Bitcoin pumps, I mean, and it's got volume and people know about it. I mean, it's got almost everything you can think about. It's the safer bet. Nothing's safe in crypto anymore, it feels like, but this is the safer bet. If anything, you know what I mean? This definitely has more traction than anything else. Now, it's on the radar. A lot of volume, people talk about it. So Hyperliquid is still another coin that I kind of want people to pay attention to there. Hype. It just, if anything could move and swing, it could swing. So obvious to me. Anyway, and then we look again at Bookmap, which keeps pressing that we want to go higher to 73,100 for Bitcoin. And then I've given you guys everything I could for BTC. Bitcoin Cash looks interesting too. Getting tight. You know, I look for this consolidation. I look for the tightness. I want to see price action getting tight. And Bitcoin Cash actually, compared to the rest of the market, has actually been way healthier than everything else. Same with Tron. Tron's actually been healthier too. It's not in a downtrend. It's actually in an uptrend. So if you pay attention or you look around, you'll find there's always opportunity in this market. There's just too much stuff. There's just too many places to look. And there's always something brewing, something going on. Let's take a look at gold. So I think gold looks pretty nice right now. Right? I was looking to actually trade gold, and you could trade gold here on BTCC if you ever get the fancy to trade gold or you feel like, you know. But the similar idea here, you know, you can see gold has this uptrend getting tighter in here, and this thing could break out. I could see gold do some damage. Look at the 15-minute too for gold. And, you know, you could flag this out and see if this flag kind of eventually continues up to the upside too. I'm just watching it. I'm in Bitcoin, not trading gold, but back to $5,000 an ounce. Just looks like there's some opportunity here for gold. So, hey Sam, would you please look at Tech 100, please? Yeah, and I believe that's a buy there at the bottom of the channel with the bounce back to the upside. Remember when I was talking about the bottom here? And I see it like this. I really do. I see it as like it either got back inside the pattern and it's ready to rock. Yeah, it bounced. And I see it just getting tighter inside this flag and eventually breaking out. I believe that was the bottom call right there for the buy. It comes up and gets tight, and this thing breaks on up to the upside. It just takes a few weeks. Like, again, March. I keep getting the end of March is when things start to kind of pan out. Yeah. Cowboys, baby. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kid Rock Show. Anyway, we love you all. This is Bitcoin in a nutshell. I see it kind of doing this throughout the night. When we show up tomorrow, it's probably going to be tight inside the zone. You know, nothing really crazy. So that's what I see. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to jump out for the night. Someone asked for Arrow right as I'm walking out. Let me just take a look at Arrow, Drone Finance. Wow, it got beat all the way back to its previous low, like it's a giant double bottom again. And can it break back all the way back to 236? It could, but now it's got some work to do, right? Annoying. Hey, thanks for tuning me on to Jim Rohn, and my life has changed and keeps getting better. Just wanted to say thank you. Hey, man, keep going. Everybody, I love you. Never stop. If you can be the catalyst for someone else's greatness, keep doing that. Keep pushing. Keep being amazing. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for this beautiful live stream. It was kind of cool. This late night group of people. It was fun. It was different. I love you all. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay true, stay strong, stay disciplined, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Thank you so much.